Hello. I just thought I'd pop in and have a chat about food that I ate whilst on my 2 year of, getting to try and get myself healthy. And in fact, I sort of do the same now, to be honest with you. And one of the main things is little and often, little amounts of food and often. So nothing more than like one. My hands are big. My hands are big. So one good handful for me is a good sized meal, or maybe two handfuls, small handfuls is good. And then when you're hungry, just have some more. If you put too much in your gut, like a 3-course meal or a 7-course meal if you're in France, then it's like you become all heavy in the gut. And if your gut is bleeding or ulcerated or tender and sore, the pain can be excruciating. Okay, water, lots of water, drink water. Water will lubricate the bowel. If the bowel is dry or dehydrated, it becomes sticky, and you need it to be as lubricated as possible, which allows for a smoother transition of your food products. Sugar drinks. Sugar, nah, not good stuff. Sorry. No Pepsi, no Coke or lemonade and things like that. Have a read of this book called Sweet Poison. That was very good. I do like chocolate still, I have to say, but I try to go for dark chocolate and not the confectionery type chocolate, but the good chocolate. It's very nice still, I have to say. Yes, I have to say. So yeah, sugar's a no-no. Alcohol kind of fits into that as well, alcohol being sugar. So you can kind of think of it as like battery acid. So when you're not feeling too good, best to keep off it for a while. I don't drink alcohol at all now, but that's just a choice from a different angle. So the other good thing I found was taking psyllium husks and using like 2 psyllium husks at night, and that becomes, it sort of swells with the water, and it's very like soft fibre, so it gives you very gentle sort of stools. I found that quite good. Lack of certain foods being absorbed by the bowel, so vitamins are also quite good. For me, I no longer have an ileocecal valve, or an ileum. I think that's gone too, and that's where you absorb B12 apparently. And so apparently I'm meant to take B12. See, all this research about stuff, you get to learn all this stuff, but it really is all just stuff, but that's okay. So meat, I gave up meat. I gave up meat because I had an understanding that, number one, when you cook meat, animal flesh, all the protein is lessened or ruined. I think we were meant to eat raw meat, and then we discovered fire, and then we cooked it, and then herbs and spices came along and made it nice. Yeah, anyway. So the other thing about meat is it's hard to digest. So if you've got a bit of a spastic bowel, yeah, it's not good to overladen with the sort of red meats, especially. Sorry, cow industry, but yay for cows. And the other thing about meat, lots about meat tonight, is that it actually, as it comes down, it can line the bowel lining and sit there for years. Ask a colonic irrigationist. They can flush out ribbons of this stuff that's been there forever. Well, not forever, but you know what I mean. And because we get all our nutrients from the bowel wall, as all the stuff's going down, it's really good to have a nice, clean and healthy bowel lining and not stuffed up with waste matter like meat. So yes, I gave up meat, and I gave up everything. Gave up smoking, because smoking, the nicotine stimulates the bowel lining. Not good at all. Sorry. It's good for the lungs to give it up too, I suppose. And yeah, so that's sort of about it on the food. Just thought I'd just pop in and share that with you. Oh, one more thing before I go. When you eat, it is so important to eat feeling happy. You're nurturing yourself, you're giving to yourself, and it's meant to be a time when people are coming together and sitting down and enjoying being sociable and just enjoying your food. I grew up in a household where at the table it was quite volatile, and I ate food with fear. I believe, this is just my understanding, that as if you do have fear or anger, if you're having an argument with somebody at the table, or your tummy gets tight again. So there's a possibility, I don't know whether it happens this way, but it all goes into spasm and it just becomes hard to digest. It's that whole fight or flight thing as well, you know, pushing all the blood out of the right area, so to speak. So eat happily. Nice. Yes. Just be kind to yourself, really, in many ways. But eating food happily is a very good way to start. So I think that's all about my food thing, and I better get off because I'm driveling on again. I'm good at this. See you, bye.